Why do certain people keep on attracting narcissists again and again? And why does it keep repeating?
It doesn't start with attraction. It starts with what you tolerate, how you interpret it, and how long you stay engaged. People who are open, empathetic, and willing to understand others tend to give more space at the beginning. They don't react quickly. They they look for the reason behind behavior. They assume there's something real underneath it. Those are strengths. But in this kind of pattern, they can keep you in it longer than is healthy. Because that structure relies on continued engagement. If you question something and it gets turned around, you don't walk away straight away. You try to make sense of it. If something feels off, you don't shut down. You lean in and try to understand it. So the connection holds, even when it isn't stable. There's also something more subtle. If you're someone who feels deeply or notices patterns, you can sense that something isn't fully there in the other person. And instead of stepping back, it can create a pull to try and reach it, to get clarity, to get honesty, to get something real. But that pull doesn't resolve because the interaction keeps shifting. So it becomes a loop. You give more time. You try to understand more deeply. You adjust your approach. And each time the connection resets instead of settling. That's why it feels like it keeps repeating. Not because you're choosing the same person on purpose, but because the pattern of staying, interpreting, and trying to resolve is consistent. The shift isn't closing yourself off or becoming less open. It's recognizing earlier when something isn't meeting you in a real, stable way, when your effort isn't being matched, when clarity doesn't hold, when you're doing all the emotional work on your own. That's where the pattern breaks. Not at the point of attraction, but at the point where you decide whether to stay engaged or step out.